A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, Mid-Hudson It's Tuesday, Election Day, November 7th. The news today on Election Day brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. Election Day is today, and while there are no elections for federal or state offices, there are a number of local offices up for grabs in the Hudson Valley and Catskills regions, among them Mayor of the City of Kingston. This could be one of the last odd-year elections in the state, as Governor Hochul considers signing a bill that would move most odd-year elections onto the even-year election cycle. There are also two statewide ballot measures for consideration. Attorney General Tish James is petitioning an appellate court to reinstate murder charges against Trooper Christopher Baldner following the death of Monica Goods in December 2020. In February, Ulster County Court Judge Brian Rounds upheld the manslaughter and reckless endangerment charges but dropped the murder charge against Baldner because he didn't intend to kill Goods. It's alleged on December 22nd, 2020 at about 11:40 p.m., Tristan Goods was driving in the northbound lane of the thruway with his wife and two daughters aged 11 and 12 on the way to visit family for Christmas. Trooper Baldner was on patrol in his marked state police car and stopped the Goods family for speeding. During the stop, the trooper and Goods began fighting. Baldner deployed pepper spray into the inside of the car and Goods sped away. During the pursuit, Baldner twice rammed his police car into a rear of the Goods minivan. When the trooper struck their car the second time, the vehicle rolled several times and came to rest upside down. The impact ejected Monica Goods from the car, and she died. A major Orange County drug dealer pled guilty in county court for criminal possession of a controlled substance and 2 counts of conspiracy. When sentenced in February of the new year, she will face 10 years in prison and 3 years of post-release supervision. District Attorney David Hoovler says Angelica Jelly Rodriguez, who's 39, of Otisville, entered the guilty plea before County Court Judge Craig Stephen Brown.
There's no question she controlled Middletown. She had been a problem in Middletown for years, and she just was able to evade. She was able to evade and escape everything we tried to do with her.
During the course of the investigation, court-ordered eavesdropping discovered the same suppliers of cocaine who were providing Rodriguez and her co-conspirators with the drug to sell were also supplying narcotics to those in the city of Port Jervis. On October 7th, members of the Hamas terrorist organization brutally murdered more than 1,400 Israelis and captured hundreds more. Among those captives are 73-year-old Gadi Haggai and Judy Weinstein Haggai, who's 70, who was born in Goshen. The couple has dual U.S.-Israeli citizenship, and Congressman Pat Ryan has joined the fight to return them home. More news right after this.
Find over 100 retailers allowing you to spend hours shopping safely at the Galleria at Crystal Run. Enjoy the big brands and the diverse selection of family-owned stores all in one location. The Galleria at Crystal Run offers dining options for everyone with Fuji 110 Grill, Allen's Mediterranean Grill, and Peru Cuisine. Discover the Mid-Hudson Valley's premier shopping, dining, and entertainment destination, the Galleria at Crystal Run. For more information, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
An in-house study of the housing vacancy rate in Newburgh has concluded that rate is under 5%, and that means the city can now begin the process to apply to the state to institute rent control. Mayor Torrance Harvey says one of the first steps is to conduct a public hearing before taking other preliminary measures.
Setting up tenant board for, tenants, advocacy board for tenants. And then, there's stipulations and requirements with that. And once we do that, we're going to work towards submitting an application for the Emergency Tenants Protection Act and rent control.
At present, rent control is permitted in the city of New York, Rockland County, and the city of Kingston. State Assemblywoman Sarah Hannah Shretha of Esopus has joined with the Public Utilities Law Project in calling on the State Public Service Commission to throw out Central Hudson Gas and Electric's electric and gas rates requests altogether. Shretha says the group says the utility billing debacle has yet to be thoroughly resolved, leaving many customers refusing to pay theirs.
We have reasons to believe, and Pulp argues the same, that Central Hudson has an exceptional volume of utility bills that have not been paid for more than 60 days because of the billing errors. So, just anecdotally, we have constituents who are refusing to pay the bills until they get some sort of confirmation that the bills are correct.
The Assemblywoman says there is no reliable information to show whether the rate hike requests are linked to the billing errors or not. Congressman Pat Ryan is bringing assistance from the Social Security Administration back to Ulster County with an event with his Constituent Advocacy Resources Empowerment Services van. The event will be held Thursday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Ulster County Restorative Justice and Community Empowerment Center on Broadway in Kingston. For too long, Ulster seniors have gone without the critical services provided by a Social Security office, says Ryan. He says he will push to restore the much-needed services provided by a permanent Social Security office. An Orthodox Jewish property developer who visited war-torn Israel last week returned to Hyde Park to learn that his newest project had been vandalized with a hate message. Sam Mermelstein, the developer of the enclave at Hyde Park, was told Monday morning and advised of the weekend vandalism at the site, including the painting of a SWAT sticker on the road surface. He says this is not something you want to see when you come back home. Mermelstein had traveled to Israel last week to visit his family, including an elderly aunt who'd been directly affected by the terrorist attacks committed by Hamas. Ulster County Executive Jen Metzger has appointed Jamie Capriano as Deputy County Executive and promoted Deputy County Executive Johanna Contreras as Chief of Staff. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.